What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of BKNY Hoops. If you're new to the channel, I'm your host, as always, Rashid White. And you guys see the graphics, you see the actual title of the show. Paul George mentioned Nic Claxton, so anytime you can get like I guess another I wouldn't call him a superstar player, but like an all-star player, all-star caliber player. Um, mentioning one of our players is actually pretty, really a good thing over there, man. So if you're also new to the channel, definitely subscribe. Let's get into the article and also drop a like on the video too, man. Where is it over here? Here we go. Is this it right here? No, this was not it. Hold on. This was not it. My fault, guys. Hold on. Let's read exactly what Paul George actually said to I should have had this up already. My fault, guys. Um, oh, I exited out. Oh man, my fault. Yeah, I exit out. I exit out. 1 second here. Oh, here we go. Okay. All right. Here we go. All right. So here we go. Here we go. So it says over here, 76ers forward Paul George recently had Atlanta Hawks Trey Young on the podcast P with Paul George, and one of the topics discussed how Hawks could build around Trey Young headed into the future. In a clip posted below, George mentions that what unlocks Young's game is having a dynamic big man. The first name that comes out of his mouth is net center Nic Claxton. So what they mean by dynamic is like a hyper athletic guy, which Nic Claxton actually is. And sky's the limit on Nic Claxton. I mean, he's 25 years old. I mean, if you can add like a shooting touch to him, man, I'm saying, hey man, keep Claxton for like the foreseeable future. All right, so it says dynamic roller locks up, controls the paint, great screen setter. You can't just play shooters around you at that point, George. Continue to be clear. This conversation isn't good. George or Young suggesting that a trade happens so that Claxton and Young can play together. But it is notable that George, first player that would be a fit with Young, is Claxton. Yeah. All right. So since headed into the 24-25 season, Claxton will be coming with some big heightened expectations. Now he's getting paid like the dynamic big man that George and others have dubbed him to be at this point of his career. Earlier this summer, the Nets re-signed Claxton to a 4-year, $97 million contract, ranking him the 12th highest paid center in the NBA of this writing over here. So I don't know if the audio actually plays out or anything like that. And I think we had issues with that the last time. When I use the other streaming software, it does work, but not with this shit here. But like the next best kept secret, like if Claxton doesn't work out, is Clowney, who can actually is somewhat of a replica of Claxton. But see, but Trey Young, I don't know, he's too small. I think he's 5'11". I think I'm a little bit taller than him. And the way the rules are set today, it's they're not giving him those calls where he was just really kind of throwing his body into you, um, like initiating contact, and you saw him really, really, really struggle. But he did average 26 points, 11 something assists, though. I think it was 27 and 11. But yeah, and Jonathan kind of agrees. So you may not like small players, but Young is one of the best assist players in the league, and he can score in clutch moments. Yeah, and sometimes the shot selection is actually really truly questionable there. But the thing is, you got like so many like bigger guards. If it wasn't for like let's say the ball screen, it would kind of kill Trey Young because they can just come up and set up a high ball screen, and now you have Trey Young switched on to like a Jalen Brown and or Anthony Edwards, or you can even get like a bigger player, let's say like a Jokic or something like that, get switched on. He gets switched on to like a Jokic. I mean, you have to send help. If not, it's just going to be layup after layup after layup after layup. And what happens there is that 3-point, these guys today just like you got like a lot of 37, 38, 39% 3-point shooting teams out there, man. I mean, the game can kind of be over in the second quarter if you don't go out there and start contesting a lot of these 3-pointers, man. So, you need like a player, Jonathan, with more physicality, and you'll be surprised. There's a lot of players that are actually bothered by physicality, but they don't like being physical, man. So, and Claxton too. I mean, he has to work on his free throws. Now, he did have I wouldn't say KD is like like a Trey Young, like a guy that's like quick but I mean, we've seen him struggle with his free throws. I mean, there's a lot that Claxton actually has to work on, but shooting, I mean, definitely, something that he can actually do within a couple of years if he takes a lot of shots every single day. He should be in the gym practicing, man. I just don't understand. I don't get, like, in 4 years why he hasn't really developed some sort of shooting touch. Now he probably can't shoot. Again, it's just like efficiency is really really the key right there. Let me let Jonathan get on up in here, man. Anybody want to come into the show and chime in and let me know what you actually think? And you don't actually actually have to agree with me or anything like that, man. Let me know what you actually think, Jonathan. I want to get your take on this right here. So he says Trey Young and Claxton would be a fun combo because a lot game would be great, and Claxton would have more impact at the rim. Trey can still shoot from distance and score in the interior. All right, so one of the problems is, like, it's a long season. It's an 82-game season with Trey Young there, and those legs, man. Legs are actually a real key component to actually really shooting jump shots. And if you go into like the finals, or I think Trey Young's legs will actually be shot, man. Yo, Jonathan, what's going on, brother?
BK, what's going on, my friend?
How you doing, man? How you doing? How you
Doing
doing?
good, man. Busy day. Good to relax and talk about this. I'm glad you brought this up because I saw the article the other day, so it's good to touch on this. Listen, all the
Well,
things you say
it
about
was your suggestion, man.
well, the things you say about Trey with his weaknesses, they've been very valid, a lot of reasons, but also he also has some really great skill sets to him, man. As far as being a great assist pass pass player, like he knows how to find players in the corners. He knows how to throw out the ball when he has pressure on him defensively. Like Trey knows how to get his teammates open looks. That's something that Trey has done well in as he's gotten more experience in the league. And I would say that he's one of the most dangerous shooters from the corner. I mean, this guy makes 20-foot 3-point shots like it's nothing. Like
Yeah, but
he plays the billiard role better than most.
when you go on a deep playoff run, I mean, those legs are gonna be shot. He's not making those, man. We
Hey,
seen what
listen,
happened with Steph Curry. Remember Steph Curry when he blew a 3-1 lead, a 3-1 finals lead? They were up 3-1. Those legs were shot, man. That jump shot was like not even there, man.
Hey, listen, I kind of wish Trey has had more playoff experience because that run that he had with the Hawks was a magical run. I mean, he was the leader of that, and he was actually playing the best basketball of his career. But ever since then, it seems like the Hawks have had so many missteps. They haven't really invested in star talent. I mean, the one thing you can say about Trey Young yet, so far is he hasn't had a chance to work with a real superstar talent. I mean, we would call DeJounte a superstar, maybe a star, but Trey's never gotten a chance to work with like superstar talent yet. So if Trey does take his bag somewhere else, if it's the Nets, I mean, if we draft some really good players, Young could fit as the lead guard of this team because there will be so many
But like
much
you
bigger
said,
players
you
on
would
the
need
team.
another star with him. I don't want like a small guard having. I mean, because he still will have to carry Claxton.
Right,
That's why I want Claxton to really like work on like a little like Hartenstein with that little floater, or even him with a 17. Because even though
right,
Claxton's undersized, I mean, there's still value for having him like be undersized. I mean, he has quickness, and people think, yo, I hate on Claxton, man. Like when Jared Allen got traded, I said, listen, I made like I think 4 or 5 videos, like really bigging Claxton up and say, hey, listen, I think Claxton is going to be better than Jared Allen because he does have some like guard skills along with some big
mhm,
man skills that Jared Allen doesn't have. So I made a
right.
lot of positive videos on Nic Claxton.
Well, let's also look at this too. If we get a Cooper Ace, we do get bigger as a team alongside Claxton Clowney. You have Trey on this team, Ace or Cooper, they're going to feed off of what Trey does for them because, like you said, they both have to work on ball handling skills, having more versatility in their shot selection, Trae would help take away the pressure for them a bit
Yeah.
on this team. And you look at Edgecombe, imagine having that guy's speed and athleticism with Trey Young's
Oh,
quick passes.
wait.
That
I
would be
was
fun.
hold on, Edgecombe. I was listening to an NBA scout earlier,
Hmm.
and I'm waiting for his video to come out. He actually scared me in terms of what the ceiling for Edgecombe can actually be. I was like, oh no.
I'm,
That they would
I'm
he was comparing him to A.B. Bradley. I'm like, oh my gosh, no.
No, no, listen, that's bad comparison. Listen, I think Ant-Man vibes, there's other vibes people have been saying, Westbrook, stuff like that. This guy has a really great explosive offensive game for his age that any team would be lucky to have. But if you have Edgecombe on this team with a Trey Young, a Claxton Clowney, we're going to have so much speed and dynamic on this team, which is something we do need eventually in the future. It can't be ISO ball anymore, but if we have speed, athleticism, Trey's assist
Well,
passes, that
remember
could
Trey
work
Young was
eventually.
really so like I said, when they took those the way he actually played is that he would initiate like a lot of contact and the rest would give him the calls. So they not giving him those calls, and then those calls in the playoffs, they wouldn't really give him as many of those calls. So you saw him and James
Right,
Harden actually struggle with that. Because in the
right. But
playoffs,
that,
a lot of the referees swallowed the whistle. So now,
right.
even during the regular season, like Trey Young isn't getting those calls anymore.
No, listen, you're right. And Trey's had to adapt. I would say I think he's adapted a little better than Harden. Harden still kind of feels very like half in his full arsenal, whereas Trey, I think scoring wise, he's still pretty good, but his assist passing has gotten so much better. And that's what the good thing Trey brings on a good team is if you have bigger players on the team, Trey's gonna have so many chances to get you guys what you need with your bread. Like he's gonna give a lot of good assist passes. I think Trey knows how to break down some defenses as well, which is good. Like if the Nets get bigger as a team, Trey would fit as a lead point guard. But to Oren's point, we have the Cam Thomas issue where it's like if you have Trey and Cam Thomas on this team, they both can't be starting. There's going to have to be sacrifice because if you have two non-defensive players, that's going to cause a lot of friction.
Well,
So
it
I'm glad
depends,
Oren
man.
brought
I
that
mean,
up.
like, listen, Steph Curry's not the greatest defender in the world, but he can on certain nights he can get you 30 and three quarters. So like even like the like let's say the like what's going to be given up. Let's say if Cam Thomas is defending, it's like a lot of 2-pointers. But if Trey Young can come back and just hit threes, and Cam Thomas can hit threes at a
Mm.
decent clip, it actually negates that.
Right. I mean, they could experiment if with Trey and Thomas at the one and the two, but eventually, if it's not successful because of the lack of defense from the both of them, then you have to make a move at a certain point there. But you can experiment with it. And offensively, it should be fun, but you're gonna have to hope that we bank on a Cooper or Ace because our front court we need to
Hold
be
on for a second.
strong. It depends
Yeah,
on the having a good front
he
court.
can defend certain players, Steph Curry, but he's not. If you got Anthony Edwards or what's his name, Jalen Brown, Tatum. I mean, Steph is not guarding those guys. LeBron, Kyrie Irving, he's not guarding those guys. Luka
Nah,
Doncic is another one that Steph Curry can't really guard. Um, Donovan Mitchell's another one. I mean, Donovan Mitchell can actually dunk on centers, finish on centers, explode through contact on centers. What Steph Curry's going to do against him? You got to send help. So certain players that don't confuse like off ball, like on ball defense, or off ball defense or on ball defense. Like getting steals, playing passing lanes. Yeah, that's one aspect of defense. But then there's like on ball defense where you can actually have to like try to disrupt the guy that you actually guard, and he's not
right.
disrupting like Jalen Brown, man. He'll eat him
Right.
alive.
And you guys say this about Curry, the core that he had with Thompson and Draymond, that's one of the most successful cores of our time. And if Curry didn't have those guys defensively, it would probably have been a lot harder for him. But given that they had such balanced defense from especially from Draymond, like Curry is one of the best offensive players of all time, so he never had to really worry about that. But he goes to this, but Trey in a sense where it's like if Trey ever got to work with superstar talent, could he be on that similar level of his offense can carry a team without the defense being such a big issue? Like Trey hasn't had that experience yet that Curry has had in riches. Like that's the one thing I would try
Like
to
I said,
like
it's
look at as
possible,
well.
man. It's definitely possible. But like I said, if you had Trey on this team, I mean, they're gonna go at him, man. I mean, there's certain players that's gonna really like salivate, man, like a
Right.
saliva coming out of their mouths when they actually see
Right.
Trey Young,
Well, you
man.
brought up the Claxton thing, and I think Claxton and Trey is like a really perfect pairing because Claxton's offensive game would be a lot more consistent as far as going to the rim as a lob threat. Maybe if Claxton helps a jump shot, Trey could find him for a corner or something like that.
Yeah,
I would
mix
say
it up.
that
I mean, you just don't want it strictly being a lob, like a lob threat
no, no,
every
but
single action.
if it lets Claxton be consistent for a while, we can still rely on his defense somewhat more. So we don't have to really worry about if Trey's on his team. But if Claxton could actually develop some offense, it will make us even more dynamic if Trey and Claxton were together. And
Yeah.
plus, Claxton is way more versatile defensively than Clint Capella was. Let's be honest.
Oh
Like
no,
Trey
hell yeah.
would actually have a
Definitely.
versatile big to work with Claxton. I thought
I
George
don't know.
really hit
I
that
don't know
on the
what
head.
happened to this. I don't know what happened to this team last season because, like Cam Johnson and Mikal Bridges and Claxton. I mean, all three of these guys are really, really good perimeter defenders, man. I don't know
Right.
what happened
I
last
mean, I know
season.
we were talking a lot about Mitchell, but when we brought Trey Young, I thought he'd be the most complimentary, best star piece to play with, the Twins and Claxton, because, like you said, they're mainly defensive players. But if you have a playmaker, point guard like Trey, then their offense would be better with him on this team. But we never really explored that. But here's the thing: Trey's going to be a free agent in like what 2 years. He could be an option for the Nets if we draft the right players, and we need maybe a star guard if we don't get that in next year's draft. That could be an option. We just have to see how that plays out. But I think Young would fit with Claxton. I think that'd be a strong dynamic duo right there. You got Asa Cooper. The dynamicism gets even better. Like I would be so intrigued by that if Trey was on this team with these guys. Sure.
Well, Art actually makes a good point over here. He says Trey plus Nick, worst rebounding team ever, because Nick and Trey would switch perimeter matchups, leaving Trey to
Uh,
rebound down low.
I don't think Trey would be rebound low because if you have Clowney in that starting lineup, and you have a Cooper or Ace, they should be the ones doing the rebound. I don't want Trey near the rebounding much. If we have three big guys in the front court, Trey should not even be worried about for a rebound. We have three guys who should be able to rebound the ball at that point. So I don't really see
You know
that.
what? That's a good defensive like front court right there.
Yeah,
Cooper. It's just scoring wise. Like Cooper is not the most like gifted scorer out there when you look at like I was looking at some Paulo Banchero highlights, man. And you go look at Paulo Banchero and then go look at Cooper Flag, man. There's a big difference in the two players,
no,
man.
let's listen. You're right about the
Cooper
fact
Flag is
that
not him. You know what I'm
no,
saying? Like
listen,
Cooper
no,
Flag
listen.
is not doing any of that.
Listen, we had a lot of debates about this. I want to see it to see if he can actually prove it because I think this guy has a lot of intangibles. I'm not gonna stand aside on that, but if he can actually develop in a few years and really like put everything together, I think Cooper's gonna be very dangerous. I'm not gonna say he'll be up to Paolo by that point, but if he is, watch out. But
Go look at Paulo Banchero and then go look at Cooper Flag's game.
no, listen,
I mean,
Listen,
that's what
Paulo's
Cooper's
gotten
gonna have to
strong.
be,
Listen, I'll
man.
give you this.
If you
Paulo's gotten stronger offensively. His defense has gotten better. I would say offensively could go up to another two levels, I would say, but I would say he's gotten stronger and better defensively. Like Cooper, though, BK Cooper is a really good defender. It's just the
no,
offensive
he
game
is, he is.
has to catch up.
I was
Yeah.
watching some of his games. He's a really good defender.
Yeah,
Really
I
good.
watched a little bit of AJ versus Cooper, and Cooper actually had a block on AJ, I believe. So that was good to see that Cooper has an advantage with Jazz. But I will say this and agree with you that we have to see the offense be more consistent. And I look forward to
Absolutely,
Cooper
man.
doing that. But if we have
I'm
Ace on
not
this team,
hating, man. I'm
no,
not hating.
I
Yeah.
know. It's just you and I know who we
I don't
want
know
to invest
Cooper.
in.
I
I
don't
get
know
it.
Cooper Flag. I'm just looking at
Yeah.
it from a like just looking at like the way he actually plays, and then I just
Right.
compare him. Like that's how you actually really got to scout guys. You got to look at the top guys that are already really like in the NBA already. Like you got to look at Anthony Edwards. You got to look at Ja Morant, and then can we say, oh, is Dylan Harper the next Ja Morant? No.
No,
So
no, no.
that's what I'm saying. That's how you got to
Like
really
I
look.
pointed out, and you said that he doesn't have athleticism yet, so that's going to be something that could hurt Harper. Even though he's a great point guard, like you need another player to do the athleticism for him.
You could be highly skilled. Joe Johnson didn't have athleticism, and even Kobe Bryant couldn't even guard him. Man, I was watching a head-to-head matchup with those with that. That's a classic matchup right there. I think Joe Johnson went for 30 something, 35 points, 38 points when he's with
Yeah.
Atlanta. Kobe went for 30 something, man. But you just got to have really good footwork. Shooting actually helps. Being a really, really great shooter helps. So
Yeah,
yeah.
I listen. I think Cooper's got the intangibles, but he has to show it on both sides, and I look forward to that. But if we have Ace on his team as well, the offense is going to be electric because he's a 5-tool player, gives you defense, rebound, athleticism, and him and Trey, that could be a hell of a fun combination. Two clutch guys that can close out alongside a big like a Claxton or Clowney. That could be really dynamic for the Nets.
I would say get Cooper Flag because I think he could be a great third piece,
Yeah,
to a
I think so too.
championship team. That's what I really
Mhm.
like. And Orban actually says if you put up AK peak highlights, you'll see. And now AK-47 like Kirilenko, he went to the Western Conference Finals, man. Now he wasn't no bum. When he came here, he was pretty washed, but um
No, listen. I what I like about what I've seen from Cooper is he's got the chip on his shoulder already. I mean, the way that these people, the guys at the Olympics said this kid don't flinch for his age, and that's something that you need in this league. You
All
can't
right, so you got
flinch.
all right. You got to look at AJ again. Then go look at Cooper Flag, and Cooper Flag is nowhere in the same stratosphere as AJ.
Well,
Offensively, shot making, tough shot making, man, like incredible shot making. That's what made Team USA really so tough to beat. A lot of those guys are really skilled, but we just got guys who could just make shots, man. Who just
yeah, but here's the thing, though. If you put
really tough shots.
If you put AJ Cooper together, how can you stop a dynamic duo like that? Cooper's defense, AJ's shot making, that would be lethal for a lot of teams.
Well, it's possible if
That's the
you
thing.
do
That's the things went perfectly for this team.
if you
But
do
we
get
have to
Cooper
see.
Flag, I would blow the whole team up and try to get AJ the next year. You only got one shot,
Well,
really.
if we somehow don't get Cooper, which I hope that we have a shot at, but if we get Ace, I'm so excited because Ace would be a great marketable young star for this team, and alongside maybe trading as a point guard, that's balance. Yeah,
I
Claxton and
would,
Clown in
I
the
would,
front
no,
court is balanced.
I would see if I can actually get. Well, there's no guarantees. I guess if you gotta take Ace, you take Ace. But I like AJ so much better, man. I just I
Yeah,
like.
you know what it is though, BK. Though I would be so fortunate if this team if Lightning striked once. I don't know if it could strike twice in 26 for us to get AJ. We might get maybe top 4 or 5 in that draft. And
He's going number one. I mean, he's going
yeah,
number.
but can we get back to
I
back
just
number
don't know.
ones? I don't know. It's rare in history for that to happen. I'd be fortunate with one out of two because a lot would have to go right for this team to get 2 first round picks. Seriously.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be fine if we get one of the Boozer brothers. There's some other gus we start talking about. Like,
Nah,
we'll look at my
even
draft
the
more.
Boozer brothers, man. I was watching Cameron Boozer, just get bodied and pushed around. I mean, he doesn't like
Mhm.
physicality. He doesn't play hard. And then one of the scout reports was actually saying he's the next Trey. No, Trey Young. I mean, what's his name? Jason Tatum. I'm like, what? So I said I had to go check this out over here, man.
Yeah,
And yeah, Cameron Boozer doesn't have a bag, man. Nah.
no,
Really
no.
good 3-point shooter. But other than that, I mean, that's what I see. I don't see Jason Tatum and
Yeah,
Cameron Boozer.
if we could find a strong core piece with that lottery pick in 26, that'd be fine. But if we got AJ, like our rebuild would be a lot more accelerated for sure. But I'm just focused on next year's draft, and I hope we get one of Cooper Ace because one of them would definitely be a great marketable young star of this team's future, and that would be so awesome to see for real.
If Cooper's like a young Aaron Gordon, man, I would yo man, damn,
I
I would.
like that comparison because Gordon does a lot of different things very well, and Cooper, from what his profile is, he does a lot of different things very well. It's just putting it all together. That's the same thing I keep hearing. Can you put it all together? That's what we got to see in college this upcoming season. I look forward to that. But yeah, if you have Trae on this team though as the main facilitator, a lot of these guys are going to do well and eat and get their bag. Like that's going to be fun and exciting. And here's another thing: you can market Trey Young as the villain. I would say that Trey Young's more of a villain than Dylan Brooks is. I think I agree on that with you. You know?
Well, I don't think Atlanta really wants to give him up, man. He puts butts in the seats. I mean,
Yeah, but where the Hawks going though? I mean, I think Trey Young even said the guy that they drafted, Sar. He said that guy's not going to be number one. He said the draft is full of role players, something like that, on an interview with
yeah,
George.
Oren makes a good point about Aaron Gordon. Like I was doing a comparison between Cooper and Aaron. Yeah, Aaron Gordon. I remember when he was with Orlando, man, we had no answer for him. Nobody. Either you put a bigger player on Aaron, he can just blow by him. And if you put a smaller defender on him to match his quickness, then he can just really overpower them. You know,
I
he had
tell you
no
this:
going.
if Gordon was on that team with the Magic right now, holy, you know what? I mean, Paolo, Gordon. I mean, they got a lot bigger on the team. Wagner, like
You
those
gotta
guys
play
were
make. If
cooking.
you're gonna be a number one pick, man, like you gotta make the other guys around you better, Jonathan. You know, you
Yeah.
can't just be like a utility guy. You know what I'm saying? Like an
Well,
Aaron Gordon
well,
type. You
here's the
gotta
thing.
really elevate the other pieces around you. You
Well,
saw when
here's the
LeBron.
thing.
You saw how
If
LeBron took that team to the finals, man, in 07? You know, that Cleveland team. That's what I'm talking about right there.
Right. Well, if you have Trae on this team, Cooper doesn't have to focus on the facilitating as much because he could be an interior threat, solid defender. Like he could translate better probably if you have a strong point guard on this team eventually. Because when Cooper comes on his team, we have a set point guard. Cooper's probably going to take maybe a year or so to really get acquainted. But if you have a strong point guard on this team in a year or two, I think Cooper really could take off on this team. Or Ace, vice versa, to be
All
fair.
right. So Iceman says Nate. I'm at. Hold on, DJ's coming on right now. Yo, DJ, what's good, man?
DJ.
Yo, what's up, BK? What's up, John?
What's good, man?
Chilling, man. Talking about the topic.
I saw what Paul George said. I think you're right, bro. If
All right,
he went to the Hawks or something like that, if he played with Trey Young, I think that would his production.
I mean,
Would
what's their ceiling though? I mean, because my thing is, I don't want Trey Young having to carry the team. You know, I don't want him to be the guy that like I'm relying on for all the scoring. Like, you know, like Luka.
What was like? Did Paul George say like Trey Young would come to the Nets, or was he saying like Claxton would join the Hawks?
Oh no,
the Hawks, I think.
no. He said about Trey, the perfect big for you would be Claxton. He said dynamic. So trying to like say Claxton was like better with Trey than Capella would. Yeah.
Oh, so on the Hawk. Okay, so if he's saying on the Hawk, I don't know, bro. I mean, it would be a nice duo, but I don't think it's like gonna get them far.
Yeah, because look at CP3 and DeAndre Jordan and
it's
the
not gonna
Mob
get
City
them really
there.
far.
You know, it's only gonna get you but so far.
Well, here's the thing, DJ. Say 2 years from now, Trey's a free agent. Do you think if we have a Cooper, Ace, Claxton, Clowney front court, that Trey would be enticed to want to come here? Because if you have three solid big defenders, he just has to make plays.
Think about what you just said. Those are young players that's unproven. Trey is not looking to be playing with unproven players.
Yeah, but in fairness, not a lot of main teams seem to want him besides the Lakers. Like, I don't know what the market release for Trey, but I haven't seen some of the teams come out and say they want him.
I mean, Wemby and him, I mean, it's all up to Trey Young, bro. I think he's gonna decide where he want to go.
Right.
But just like, why would he will have a say so on where why play for the Nets? Like, we are a rebuilding team, though, bro.
Right, but in a few years, if you have good prospects and he gets the bag,
yeah. But John, but even still, in a few years, these players on our roster will still be unproven. They won't like. What would they have proven?
Well, if you have Claxton on this team, him and Trey could develop some great chemistry. That's something to start with potentially. And then you have a Cooper or Ace. Their games will be better having Trey facilitate for them. Like there's some good positives if Trey comes to this team. Not saying it's gonna be perfect, but there could be some really good positives for this team stepping forward.
Like why? Why would he come to the Nets?
Because we're gonna need a point guard. If we don't get Harper next year, then the point guard
you saying all the things that benefit us, bro. You're not looking at it from like Trey Young's standpoint. Like, why would he come to the Nets to be a loser? Like he's already on. You're just replicating the same thing he has with the Hawks.
Yeah, but I think we have way more of a potential future with all the capital we have and the salary that we can make bigger moves down the line to trades on this team. Where the Hawks,
so you want
they don't really have those big moves.
How long it takes BK? A year or two? You want to waste a year or two of his career of that?
I mean, DJ,
actually be a really good shooter. It could take years, man, just to have your feet set.
No, I'm talking about he's saying like build a roster around like that's going to take a few years.
That's
going to take a while.
Yeah.
Well, I would just say that Trey would be a complementary piece to all these guys that me and him were just talking about. Like I think that could work eventually.
But John, you got to think though. Nobody's really like trying to go. He's on the Hawks, right? Nobody's really trying to go over there to play with the Hawks, to play with Trey Young.
Right. But I mean,
typically,
unless
players don't want to really play with Trey Young like that.
Why is that the case though? He averages 11 assists. He's a willing passer.
I just don't think. To be honest,
the shot selection, like him.
I think the players really don't see Trey Young as a winning type player.
Yeah.
What I like about Trae is the moxie. This guy has so much
I don't think
moxie where
he
he
is. I
can
don't
be
think Trey Young's a winning player. I
no,
don't
like
think so.
he's a good villain character though. The way he breaks Knicks fans' hearts, he breaks other teams' hearts. Like he loves that role. Like that was what got him popular in the beginning, was being that
Well,
villain
you
type
gotta
Like
character.
remember,
realistically,
man.
Trey is like probably a second option. Like he's not a first option.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
he
the
doesn't have
thing.
to be the
That's
main
what I just
option on
said.
this team. As far as facilitation goes, we need somebody to facilitate for this team in the future.
That's
Trey
why I
could do
said
that.
him like he's been all summer. He's been talking about Wemby. So like, I think that is gonna happen. I think soon that's gonna happen.
If it happens next year, good for Trey. But
But you
that's
think
the only
that's
team that I
Stephon
can see
Castle though?
could
Or
go
maybe I
to
mean, you think that's
potentially.
Stephon Castle?
Right, he's part of that future, but are they going to
I
start him in a year
mean,
or two? Or are they going to wait for Trey?
BK they really not trying to waste Wemby's like years. They really trying to hurry up and contend.
I mean, you gotta put like you need like not even weaponry, man. Like in the West, you need. I'm trying to think of the word right here, man.
I mean, during the around the, I mean, there was a lot of stuff about like the Spurs being interested in Trey Young. So
I mean, if Chris Paul can give enough knowledge to Wemby this year and then have Trey as the point guard, I think Wemby would be like on a different level in like a year or two. Like having all that knowledge with him, that would be like taking the next
So
level.
DJ, you wouldn't want Trey Young here, right? Like to really kind
no,
of
for
guy
what
Claxton.
he BK, it's basically replicate. It's like remaking the Nets. Like it's like remaking the Hawks.
The
Like
Hawks,
he's
yeah.
already like Clint Capella and Claxton are pretty much similar. They pretty much play the same.
He gives you. I mean,
Capella's
Claxton
not
gives you a
really
little bit
versatile
more
defensively though.
No,
offensive.
Clint
Claxton.
Capella gives you more rebounds, yes. Like, but Claxton gives you more blocks. But like they kind of play similar.
Right, but Claxton can guard different positions, whereas Capella never really does that, though. That's the one difference I could see between
Yeah,
the
the
two
Well,
of
no,
defense.
them.
I give you
DJ's
that.
talking
I
about the
said that. Yeah, the
scoring
defense.
aspect,
But
not defense.
Now, if you're talking about the offensive game, that's kind of what Claxton and Capella both do, but Claxton has more room than Capella does. Capella's like at the end of that, where it's
the
like he's
defense,
just a
nah,
lob threat and
defense.
a
Claxton got the
rebounder.
defense, but
Yeah.
they kind of are similar in a lot of ways, bro. I mean, he's already. So you want to replicate the same thing that he's
Well,
doing
I
on the
think
Hawks?
Trey would cook more with Claxton, whereas Capella, I don't think they really ever clicked together, the
That
two of
dude, I
them.
don't know what Paul George was talking about, bro. That duo is not going anywhere.
No, but he said dynamic though, which is like, oh, so Claxton has to show the offense though to be called dynamic though. Can't just be defense alone.
Yeah,
Like
I don't even think
that's
Paul
key.
Nah, it
George
was
even
a
watches
dynamic
Claxton
is
to
just
even
really
say
like the
something like that.
athleticism. Really.
Yeah, but if Claxton adds more to his game, then you could really say this guy is damn dynamic, not just dynamic. Like
Yeah, I don't know
I
what Paul
think,
George was saying, bro. Talking about dynamic players. Like I don't know what he meant.
listen,
No,
Claxton.
what's his name? Donovan Mitchell's a dynamic player, like
But
athletic.
they have offense and defense. Claxton don't have offense and defense.
No, but that's
Yeah.
the thing about George.
He's
He's
a
given
one dimensional player.
well, that's the thing about George. He's given Thomas and Claxton now both rave reviews, but he never talks about what they need to go to the next level. That's what we try to do. Like you can say Thomas is one of the best offensive scorers in the league, Claxton was the best defenders in the league, but
I didn't
what
even
else
see
can they
Trey Young's
add to
response
that?
to it.
Like that's what we want to see though. Like if Claxton and Thomas can up their game this season, a year or two now, Trey would actually maybe consider coming here potentially because you have two dynamic players, not just guys that are good
No,
at certain
That's
stop
things.
it,
gonna
bro.
take
He's not gonna
years,
consider
John.
coming.
You gotta understand how many facets in basketball, like to get really good, man.
These players are not looking to be on losing teams, bro.
Yeah, but you act like every player that has star potential would just not want to come here though. Like if we get really good
Because
prospects, it
John,
changes dynamics
Jonathan,
of the team.
it's not like in 2019, 2020, like we were a good role. We had a ton of good role players, and we just happened to get lucky with KD and Kyrie, bro. Let's call it what it is. Like we really got lucky with it.
No, that was them trying to buy the championship. That's what backfired. We
Like
tried
we
to buy
got
the
lucky.
championship.
Kyrie was from Jersey. KD wanted to literally. He just said, "Yo, I want to just play with Kyrie." So he was gonna go wherever Kyrie went.
But the worst part is it was just a 1 year run with Harden. That's the sucky part.
We just got lucky.
So
I mean, I don't think stars
Gerard
really
and
want to play
Oren
here, bro.
and
Like if
DJ,
we
let me ask you
trash for what?
something. So Gerard and Oren was making some points in terms of the backcourt of Trey Young and Cam Thomas. What would that be like defense? I know what it would kind of be like, but what you think, DJ?
I don't really care for Trey Young like that. I mean, his defense is terrible. I think Trey Young's overhyped, to be honest, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think he's overhyped. I
Now,
think
you know what it is though? As he's 5'11", he can relate to a lot of. Like,
he's a good player though. He is.
No, he's not trash, but in terms of like related, like you can't relate to LeBron, Wemby. I mean, these guys are
Yeah,
like,
he's just
athletic freaks of nature, but like a Trey Young, Steph Curry,
like,
you
what is
can
he? What
actually
is
relate to
that's
those kind of
yo
guys.
BK? If he comes here, it's gonna be the same thing with the Hawks. We're not gonna go anywhere.
Well, I want to say this. I think the Nets kind of hope that Thomas would develop to become something like Trey, as far as the playmaker goes. Like what Trey
Nah,
doesn't
he
make
would
up in
not.
defense,
That
he
all
makes
right,
it
all
for as a
right. I give
playmaker.
all credit to
I
Trey Young,
think
but
that's what people kind of hope for Thomas. You could say that Thomas and Trey are very similar in some instances, but Trey has an upper
they
hand in
play
some
nothing
instances
alike,
too.
John.
Nah, they
I
play
mean,
different. Cam Thomas and Trey Young are two totally different players, Jonathan.
no, I'm saying that Trey has the playmaking, has the lethal scoring. Thomas has good scoring, but doesn't have the playmaking. There's some similarities on defense. Defense, we can agree on there is well pretty bad, right?
Trey, I'm not gonna lie. Trey does play like a real point guard though. Like he don't like.
Yes, yeah.
But his shot selection at times can be bad, though. He takes a lot.
Yeah,
Well,
his
I
shot
mean, you look
selection
at
is
the
bad too,
Hawks
bro.
team. Did he really have a lot to work with in the last few years? I'm not talking about the East Conference or the last few
John,
years.
You heard what you just said, right? Did he have much to work with? So what do you think he's gonna do over here?
I mean, you have guys with defensive potential on this team with Claxton,
They had
with some.
defensive players over there. They had DeJounte Murray. They had DeAndre Hunter. They had Clinker. They had players that was defensive players over there, bro.
I really don't feel like they really gelled though on that team though. From what I saw, they didn't really found that footing though.
And what do you think he's gonna what does he think he's gonna do over here, bro? What do you think he's gonna do
I'm
here?
just saying. Trey would have a chance here to be one of the.
John, he's
All
not
right, let me
LeBron
hold
James,
on,
bro. He's not gonna
DJ, 1
carry
second.
the
Let
Nets,
me let Pod Thorn get on up in this. He wanted to say something. What do you think about this, Pod Thorn?
Hey, Pod Thorn.
Yo, what's going on? I always argue with DJ about the same thing. It feel like we like saying that their stars won't come here.
Not
First of
for
all,
a few years, not right now.
But it's you got to understand it's New York City. Like Gilbert
Bro.
Arenas was talking about this the other day.
High taxes,
Some cities that
high
players don't
crime.
even care what the team is.
Bro, y'all can't keep saying stars will come here. Our roster is so bad, bro. Like
we've only
why?
been
Why
here
would they
10
come here?
years.
All
We've
y'all
only
say,
been
hold
here.
up. Paton, all y'all ever say is, oh, it's New York. That don't mean anything no more, bro.
But all right, analyze what has happened. We've had Darren Williams, Joe Johnson, both perennial
This dude's talking about
all-stars when
years
they
ago, bro.
got
This is
here.
a new league,
When
bro.
But they were traded for Pod Thorn. Hold on. They were
That's what I'm
traded
saying.
for.
They would trade. Like, what is he talking about, bro?
No. You can't say they weren't just traded for. They had no trade options. These are dudes that if they didn't
But
want to
you
go
talking
there,
about years
you're
ago,
trying
bro.
to send them to not. Listen. There's a reason why what's the name quit in Utah dealing with Darren Williams.
It took Billy King to drive Joe Johnson to make actually Darren Williams.
I don't think they
That's what he said out of his own mouth.
Like,
he had Joe Johnson.
This is
He
a new
never
league,
played
bro.
with a
Team play these
player
players.
Like
these players are not dumb. Like how these players are not dumb, bro. They
Right,
looking to win a championship,
forward,
bro.
Maybe going forward, but I promise you, like even Cam Johnson and DFS that don't matter. They don't want to leave. They fine. They're like, hey, y'all rebuilding, but I could chill in New York for you. Niggas don't care. I'm telling you, it's a big difference living in Minnesota.
All right. I love New York City, but it's not like Los Angeles. If it was LA,
no, Los Angeles is
I would agree with you, Pod Thorn, but it's New York City.
You talking about your hometown. Listen, if it's LA number one. It's LA number
That's
one.
Just excuses,
it's New York
bro.
number
like,
two. That's just the fact.
The free agency this year just proved you wrong, bro. It proved you wrong. Like these players, they are looking to win championships, bro. Like Minnesota, they still grabbing players, bro. The Mavericks, like the Lakers, the Clippers, Miami Heat, like they look like these star players, bro. They're not looking to just go to a bottom feeder team just because it's New York, bro. That don't mean nothing to them no more.
We'll definitely see. I mean, Iceman actually agrees with Pod
What?
Thorn.
So what's your example of from this year's free agency, because nobody really moved?
No, I'm not talking about like, I'm talking like free agency wise, like role players. Even the role players, they're looking to like. Even the role players, they're just looking to win, bro. They not like, you don't typically see these high key role players going to bottom feeder teams, bro.
What do you think about what Gerard said after what Joe Tsai did to Kyrie, Part doing?
I agree with that.
No
players don't
care.
Come to Brooklyn. Players don't care. Players want to play in front of her and Rihanna and Beyonce. Players don't care.
Now he's talking. I don't know what he's talking about now.
I'm talking about what happens. Have you been to Barclays Center? Do you realize it's like the entire music industry, all the baddest models in the world, like it's New York.
Oh well, no, you know what?
So why we didn't hold on, BK? Why we didn't get Donovan Mitchell? Hold up, BK. Why we didn't get Donovan Mitchell?
No wonder Ben Simmons sold his home and is actually staying and I bought this condo in Brooklyn.
So hold up, BK. So BK, why we didn't get Donovan Mitchell?
Yeah, exactly. That's a great point, Patron. What happened there? Patron, yo, you there? He's still here, but his mic is muted. Something must have happened.
And we've been linked, to Trey Young for a while now. Why we ain't get Trey Young? We could have got Trey Young now, right?
That's all.
That was before we hit the rebuild button.
All right,
we're tanking now.
You want to respond to that, man? Like,
yeah, we're tanking now. Like, we knew what we was doing when the owner came out.
But we was looking at Donovan Mitchell for the longest time, bro.
But we woke up. That would have been the worst move in comparison to what we eventually did do.
Because Donovan Mitchell didn't want to come here. That's why.
It's not true. Donovan Mitchell would have came to anywhere in New York, but then he was like looking at the money, looking at the opportunity.
No, he came out his own mouth and said, "Yo, I love the Cavs and I love what we building."
No, nobody stays in Cleveland on purpose, man. Nobody.
LeBron.
I mean, that could be true, but that's how he feels. He thinks his roster is good. Why would he
LeBron left too?
The roster is flawed, bro.
What about Kevin Love? Did he stay there for a while?
He was in hell.
LeBron, he didn't want to go anywhere.
And he admits he was in hell. He's very clear on that. I'm telling you, LA is the only city that beats us.
It's just New York City. When these dudes come up here talking about superstars,
there's a reason why they move
BK, it's just wild, bro. Why would these superstars leave a good situation for the worst situation ever, bro? Just because
not right now. Not right now. Hold
on. BK.
Year 2 or 3.
In 2026, they're gonna
And I've been saying that. I said years from now we might get another star. I'm not saying right now.
Yeah, Hawthorne's on that level with you, DJ. I think there's misunderstanding there.
I'm not saying right now. Nobody wants to sign nobody right now. I'm saying that New York will always bring stars. They niggas want to be at the Met Gala.
But
as much as we laugh,
years from now,
at Ben Simmons, niggas want to do that shit. Niggas want to live that life.
To even try to go get KD and Kyrie, bro. Look how long that took.
It didn't take long. We had KG and Paul Pierce before that.
Washed, bro.
Okay, but they didn't trade all them draft picks because they were washed. Them niggas had no fucking vision. But superstars want to play in New York.
What you got KD,
that's a fact.
KG and Paul Pierce for was spacing on the weak side right there. That's why
you got them for mental toughness. They were pussies.
Well, and
a bunch of pussies. They got their ass whooped in Chicago.
Yo, John, when we have Jason Tatum right now?
We should have.
Yeah. Nigga, I was the only nigga on Twitter who was mad that night. I was so fucking mad. The shit.
Talking about superstars.
Hold on. Yeah, Reed Shepard is actually a good player too, man. Nico. Yeah.
Wait, I have a question for Podthorn. Podthorn, what do you think Claxton and Trey's window together could be? Do you think that could be a perfect combo or not? Like, what are your thoughts on that?
Nah, Trey Young is gonna be a good player in this league. He's probably one of the few pure point guards left. He's just too small because he always has you playing 4-on-5 on defense. And so
that's why he wanted to play with Wemby so damn bad.
Wemby's like 2 players in one. No, the only thing they said Wemby's the size of 3. They said Wemby's the size of 3 French breadsticks if you measure him.
Yo, BK, I'm calling it right now, bro. He might get traded to the Spurs, bro. I'm telling you right now, bro.
Hey, if he does, good for the Spurs.
I mean, that's not no coincidence. You talking about Wemby and you talking about Greg Popovich all summer, bro? Nah. He's definitely
no, and that was
now the Nets want to give Trey a piece of pay raise. That can do something.
Him using us just so Dolan can just force the trade to the Knicks. I don't think he really wanted to come to the Nets at that time. I don't think so. Yeah, no. Dennis Milton said that Carmelo wanted to come here. He said it.
Carmelo spoke on it. He spoke on it. He said, I wasn't coming to New Jersey, but I would have came to Brooklyn. He's on the record. I wasn't going to New Jersey.
That was a year. That was a year. Hold on. That was a year before they even moved to Brooklyn. So it was definitive.
I'm telling you what the man said.
I know what he said.
He said, I wasn't going to New Jersey. So that means he wasn't going when he was up for a trade. But he said I would have went to Brooklyn. And that's the power of playing in Brooklyn. Y'all got to see that. It's different.
But nah, you just don't understand this, bro. Is when you have to have a good roster construction and a good organization.
Yeah,
bro. We don't have
not necessarily.
Like we don't have that, bro.
Well, we have to build a program here. That's what we need. We need a program and a structure. That's where it starts. I think we'll agree on that much right now. We need the program and the structure first before we can talk about all that other stuff.
I mean, John B.
Listen, all you need is young players and cap space.
Trey could work
young
here on
players and cap space.
But Jonathan, it's gonna take some time, bro.
Yes, I know that.
You're not doing it now.
It don't have to take time. It don't have to take time. All you need is cap space and young promising players.
It depends on how you define time. How do you define time? Because it's gonna take 2 years. At least, at the very least.
I think it's gonna take a little while. I think it's gonna take longer than that.
If it does, that's on the organization.
They have a fun product that can win.
Maybe probably 4 years.
Star's still gonna come here. So whoever's saying they ain't, because it's still Brooklyn, New York. And like I said, if you around Brooklyn, you will see how they built it up. It's a whole different town. It's like I said, man. It's gonna be a number one option for a lot of players.
Well, AP, do you think Trey would vibe with the Asa Cooper on this team potentially? Do you think Trey would vibe with two potential prospects like that? Yes or no?
I mean, I think he would, but who knows, man?
Right. That's where
I'm telling you, John. Trey, the way Trey been talking all summer, he's tired of playing with young guys, bro.
No, listen, I agree with you. He wants to be on a team that has balance. I think if the Nets prospects work out in their favor, you have something. If you have a point guard spot here, Trey could fit in that. He could get his bag, and he could throw out assists. I mean, DJ, the thing is this: Trey on this team wouldn't have to be the main option. You just focus on getting everybody else good open shots.
I don't know why we're talking about Trey. I don't know what happened that made it where we talking about Trey Young. Trey Young don't fit our timeline. Trey Young,
what Paul George said.
We're just speaking hypothetically here a little bit, Potthorne. That's all.
Oh yeah. But let's stay focused.
There was a news article that came out yesterday, and it was they had Paul George and Trey Young on a podcast. Was it Podcast P or something like that? I think. And he was just saying about how Nic Claxton. Yeah. So that's what we're talking about. Listen, it's the off season, man.
But he had Clint Capella. Clint Capella was like the same thing as Claxton a few years ago.
I just said that too. I said that.
What's the difference?
I think Capella's washed though. I mean, how old is he now?
I mean, he wasn't washed.
Yeah, this season he's been washed.
Yeah, now he is. Yeah. But when he got there,
player like when James Harden. He was on Houston Rockets, right? Clint Capella. Yeah, I just thought he doesn't look motivated to me. He just looked like he's just going through the motions and
he going to another team. He might ball out. BK.
I mean, Trey hasn't really had a lob threat he could really work with yet. I mean, Claxton at least gives you athletic.
What are you talking about, John? He had Clint Capella.
Yeah, I mean, I think we can all agree that there are some.
And the other kid, John Collins was a lob threat too.
Yeah, John Collins. Yeah.
That was when John Collins could actually play. Well, that really went downhill quick.
And that's what BK is saying. Like everybody over there in the Hawks just fell off a cliff after that run.
Yeah, but they should have probably tried to get a really good star to play with Trey.
DJ, before you came on here, I was explaining about the rules that benefited Trey Young. He was getting those fouls. They're not giving him those calls anymore.
Up James Harden.
Yeah, but Trey can still make lethal buckets from distance. He still hasn't flinched on that side.
They're allowing Jonathan.
Right, but if you have balanced, bigger players around Trey, he doesn't have to worry about the foul stuff. You just get
you can't deny he got exposed, bro. Once that
you're right. Them taking that away forced Trey to adapt. It really did. I think his assist numbers are still very good though, regardless.
When they took that away, BK, when they took it away, he's struggling to get exposed now.
DJ, if he's a small guard, how's he going to adapt to bigger, more physical play being used against him, and the referees aren't calling as much?
He's not going to.
Utilize his teammates. Utilize his teammates, BK. That's really what it comes down to.
But
You have to utilize
elaborate more. Elaborate more. When you say use his teammates,
if they're defending him very physically, he has to look for guys in the corners, guys at the rim, suck the defense in against him, and throw the lob pass. Like Trae has to manipulate the opposing teams a lot more with this foul rule against him. But he can do it if you have the right pieces around him.
You think it's easy for a below the rim player to go against an above the rim player?
Of course not. But Trae has shown he can do it.
When the referees were helping him out, yeah. You touch him, boom, foul. They're not calling.
Hey, listen, he's still the best player on that Hawks team, regardless if he hasn't done well in everything part of his game. He's still the best player on the team.
Ace Bailey and AJ Debancia. Yeah, that can actually be your like Tatum and a Jaylen Brown right there, man. Like you have like two.
They said it's better than OKC Shea. Nah, I don't know about that.
I mean, we gotta see it play out.
Have you watched AJ man yet, or what, man?
Yeah, I watched AJ, but
what do you think, man?
AJ is nice. God damn it, that boy. I almost like him better
talking
than
about
Ace.
Shea and Chet. That's a little disrespectful, bro. Don't disrespect Shea and Chet like that.
Shea and Chet, no question. But I see what
you're saying. What do you think about AJ though?
AJ is nice. I've been on your show like 3 times.
When does he get drafted, John? 2027?
Yeah, the following
2026. 2026, man. 2026.
2026. Yo, we need to get picks for that draft because that's that guy right there, 6'9" shooting guard.
We don't have no picks for 2026.
We got one. We got the lottery one. That's about it. That's about it. Yeah.
Now, it's not lottery. It's not lottery. I will pick.
Well, it's potential lottery if the Nets decide to.
All right, but we don't know what's gonna happen. I don't even think we're gonna get 2 number 1s in a row if we do tank for 2 seasons.
Yeah,
so
I'm with AP on that right now because lightning rarely strikes twice for a team. If we get 1, I'm happy. I'm not gonna go.
Yeah. I'm happy with either Cooper Flag or Ace Bailey.
I want AJ, man. I want AJ.
BK, we can dream about him as much as we want, but if we get an Ace or Cooper, we should be happy regardless.
Twice don't get the lottery. Like, come on.
Yeah,
that's not gonna happen, man.
Like I can see AJ go to a team like Washington, man. If Washington bottoms out for 2 more years, they might get him.
When they had Johnny Flynn, didn't they have a couple of first-round picks back to back?
Yeah, they did.
Yo, but that's before the rules. That's before the rules changed, though. So it's like other teams got better odds to fucking jump us.
It always seems like they want to give a new team a top pick. Like it's never really like they just want to stack them up anymore.
I say, listen,
you never know. It might be for
AJ's draft.
So what do you mean? So you want to skip this draft?
Skip this draft and tank for AJ's draft.
Nah, what? Yo, okay, BK, chill. Somebody got to pause.
Nah, you bugging.
Rewind.
Do I gotta put AJ back up on screen again?
BK, listen, we all agree AJ's a good player, but you throw next year's draft away, you're a fool. You throw next year's draft away. That's foolish.
It's not happening.
Yeah, come on.
You got 6 picks, 4 first rounds. It's not happening.
Yeah, come on. We're set for next year. Let's not screw ourselves.
BK, don't do that, bro. There's no way you agree with that.
Nah. Shay is on another level. Shay
is on a different level, bro. Don't do that.
But AJ and Shay, we'll see. Like AJ ceiling could be higher than Shay's in the future. Not right now.
I think what the Nets could do is have a better 3 than Oklahoma City. They won't have a better 2 because Shea is so nice. It's not that. Yo, I'm telling you right now, Ace Bailey is better than Chet. I'm telling you right now.
Who?
Than Chet. Ace Bailey is better than Chet. Than Chet Holmgren. Yes.
I got to see it to believe it, Paul.
Well, I don't know yet. I mean, Chet Holmgren is 7'2", 7'1".
So, Jonathan and I were having this debate. Who you think is better, man? AJ or Cooper Flag?
Oh man,
it wasn't AJ and Cooper Flag. It was Ace Bailey or Cooper Flag, right?
It was Cooper Flag and AJ DeBanster.
Oh, okay.
I just want to go by the draft that we got now.
I think Ace.
I don't want to play like that.
If I have the number one, I'm drafting Ace no matter what.
That's all the way.
If I have the number one, I'm drafting Ace.
Yeah, like DJ keeps saying, a lot can happen in 2 years. This guy has to keep. He doesn't have the pressure right now. He has a lot to work on still. Even though we saw some good highlights, but we have to focus on the guys that have the pressure right now.
I'm
be in the spotlight.
I'm not focused on 2000 and I'm not focused on 26. I'm focused on 25.
I'm focused on next year's draft.
And that's what should be focused on.
I'm in fantasy land like John, BK. Come on, bro. You know.
Hey, this is pure fantasy. Hey, DJ, when I say something like, wait, DJ, when I say to skip the draft,
Sean Marks is an idiot, bro. You know he ain't gonna draft
where I'm
no
coming
AJ.
from, man. I mean, that dude is nice, man.
Nah, BK got paid by somebody to say this stuff. He wants us to crash and burn in the next year's draft.
We ain't getting top picks consecutive years. It's not happening, man.
Sean Marks don't even like guys like AJ, bro. When does he ever draft guys like AJ, bro?
I think they
Sean Marks never got a chance to draft. Sean Marks never got a chance to draft a lottery pick. So I give him that.
As a matter of fact, how
like all his picks been late picks.
He's 6'9". He can have a growth spurt. So like
y'all can't knock Sean Marks because he never been in a lottery with us. So I ain't knocking him yet.
Well, AP, here's the thing. Let's say the Nets get the first pick and they somehow surprisingly choose Harper over both Ace and Cooper. What would your reaction be?
I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be so.
Would you be shocked? Would you be like, okay, we need a point guard, but we just missed out on Styles' athleticism?
That's not happening. That's not happening.
I would be shocked, but I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be shocked. I would be shocked, but I wouldn't be mad with Dylan or VJ right now. VJ Edgecombe is the real one.
I'd be excited with VJ. No, if we got VJ Edgecombe, I'd be very excited. But I'd be surprised too.
Listen, if we get the third pick and pick, it's different. But if we get 1 or 2, we're not picking. We're either gonna pick Cooper Flag or Ace Bailey. Like,
right. That's what the mission should be. Like, I hope Sean doesn't do something wily, man.
That would Dylan Harper.
Oh man, DJ would like lose.
No, he's not. First of all, like we talked about the other stream, John. The consensus too is Ace Bailey and Cooper Flag.
Of course. So. Like, I just hope Sean sticks to the game plan because if you haven't started one of those two, your rebuild gets a lot better quickly.
What makes you think he's not gonna stick to the game plan? Though?
It's just it's just Sean's record. He does good rebuilding, and then he looks at the first pot of gold, and then he just goes for it.
Questionable. A lot of his drafting is questionable.
No, some of it is. Yeah, we talked about some of
his drafting is not questionable because he had late round picks. He had late round picks, and he hit on a lot of late round picks.
Who was it? Gigi Jackson.
So the players are still in the league.
I forgot his name. Was it who he drafted over
Gigi Jackson?
It was Derek Whitehead, wasn't it?
Was it Thomas? No,
it was Whitehead, right?
No, was it? No, it wasn't.
BK, what year was Gigi Jackson in the draft again?
He was in this draft.
Gigi Jackson was the year before last.
Year before last.
He drafted Clowney over him.
Okay, there you go.
I wanted Gigi Jackson. I wanted Gigi Jackson on the Nets bad.
6'10", bro. He's 6'10".
6'10" small forward. That was nice in the Ignite League. Yo, that was a mistake. That was a whiff.
Hey,
don't forget Cam Whitmore just falling out of our fingers too. One spot. It was just one spot away.
We weren't even looking at Cam. That was a pipe dream. But he fell one spot in front of us.
Did you watch Gigi Jackson this season?
All right, so his comparison.
I watched the 40-point game.
His NBA comparison is Marcus Morris, Gigi Jackson. That's how NBA scouts feel that his
he plays nothing like Marcus Morris.
Marcus Morris is a bully ball interior threat. GG's more of a versatile scorer.
And GG's he's bigger now, but he's not a brute like Marcus.
Yeah.
Like that was a horrible comparison. Terrible.
Man, I think this guy got BK Hoops man to do that one for him.
I don't even be going off of comparison.
I'm just kidding with you, man.
I go by my own comparison when I watch the player play, and yo, it's like that's why I'm honestly when I watch Ace Bailey, I see a kid with potentially like KD type skills, not on that level, of course,
Yeah, we ain't never gonna get
But
another KD.
potentiality.
Yo, man,
and then he has
not
then he
no
has the
KD.
athletic ability. He's way more athletic than KD.
who's that?
Like he's doing Kobe between the
Nah,
legs
hell
dunks and
no.
shit like that.
Wait, who's that? Pot doing?
Well, I
Who,
mean, what
Ace?
you mean? Are you talking
Bailey.
about KD? Are you talking about the KD right now?
Ace Bailey.
Oh,
No, he's talking about KD before the Achilles tear. That's what his season is.
Nah, he's wilding. Nah,
similar. I wouldn't say
Nah,
listen,
KD
Ace
was
is
super
a
athletic
five-foot
when
player,
he
but
got
Ace has
drafted.
to refine a lot of his skills. It needs to be
KD
more
was over there dunking on
cohesive.
everybody, bro.
That's what I was saying when
Hold
KD
on.
came here.
Have y'all seen the dunk he did at Rutgers? The dunk
No, we're not
that
talking
Ace
about the
Bailey did at
dunking.
Rutgers.
It's Ace Bailey's
Where he
shot
went between the
selection.
legs and
That's
360.
what it really is. That's one of his main flaws, is shot selection.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Nah, he ain't
I
more
don't. I think
athletic
he
than
should
KD,
shoot.
Like minor stuff.
You
You can't
still,
go
he
crazy.
still wasn't more athletic than KD. That's
Nah,
you
that's
stretching
crazy.
it a little bit. Man, he
Oh
had
no,
more
he's
like
not.
he had more
You might have
style.
to.
He had
You might
more
have to
style
go.
than
Hey,
he probably
you
got
might
more
have to go
style and dunking
rewatch
than
KD
KD,
then,
but
bro.
not more
Now,
athletic.
listen,
Like
it's going to be
that's a
fun seeing
stretch.
Ace match up to
That's
these
not.
guys. We got to see how he does one-on-one some of these guys.
Bro,
Then you
KD
can
was
make
yo,
your
KD was dunking
comparison.
for everybody, bro.
Kevin Durant led college in rebounds. This kid is not gonna do that. However,
He's
this
not more
kid
athletic than KD, bro.
coming down the baseline, you have to just. How much have you watched him play?
I've watched him
I'm
play,
telling,
bro, and he's not
I'm
more
telling
athletic
you,
than
he
KD, bro.
caught one
He's not no
coming down
KD
the
though. You
That's what I'm
stretching
saying.
it. You stretching
what?
it now.
I can't say
I like
that yet
Ace
either.
Bailey.
Like, I got to be
I
fair
want to
about
draft Ace
that.
Bailey, but he's not no
Don't-
KD.
See, I know.
You
See, I know
stretching
what y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna say I'm saying he's a better player than KD was.
I'm not
I'm
saying
not.
that. No.
I'm
We saying
saying
like,
he was
nah, he
more
just
No,
athletic.
we not saying that. We saying
His
no.
athletic profile is higher than Kevin Durant's. That's
no.
just
It's,
a
how can you
fact.
say he ain't even do
So
it in the
who
league,
you
bro?
compare
How can
him?
you say
Who you
that?
compare him to athletically? Then who you compare him to athletically?
T-Mac, Tracy McGrady,
Nah, bro. This is
long
Yeah, you
where's
arms,
say
Easy
wait.
at,
You
bro?
said
Yo, where's
KD
Easy
dunk.
at, bro?
and KD athletic. KD was just athletic as
BK,
T
can you
Mac.
find some
Well, I want to
young
say
Tracy McGrady highlights? We could kind of see how he was around this guy's age,
And I don't
maybe.
know
Tracy
why he
McGrady
keep getting
wasn't
compared to T-Mac,
no
bro. He played with
super
him in his
duper
prime, bro.
athletic guy. Like
He wasn't.
that's kind of
He was
stretch.
athletic, but he wasn't
Tracy
like.
McGrady was crazy athletic, yo.
He was
No,
athletic.
no, crazy athletic is Vince Carter. That's crazy athletic.
T-Mac was.
Crazy athletic is Vince Carter.
Now, that's who I think Ace Bailey can match up with, Vince Carter, because Vince Carter did a lot of dynamic things on this team. I think
like
Ace
Vince
Bailey
Are we
could
going
bring
off
some
of
of that
Rutgers,
fire
bro?
back.
Like we about to really sit up here and go off of Rutgers?
I'm talking
Yeah, I'm
about
not going off
ability
no
to
Rutgers.
jump.
No,
We're not talking about
pull a game
in-game
highlight,
athleticism.
B.
We're talking
Pull a
about
game highlight.
athleticism, ability to jump,
Yo,
ability to jump. Like he did this
Don't just
All right,
360
you
expect too
said
much,
between
bro.
your
crazy.
legs,
You
yo.
said crazy. You said crazy. You said crazy athletic. I don't see that. I see very athletic, but not crazy athletic.
No, I want y'all to. I wish I wasn't driving. If I was driving, I'd pull it up. There's a dunk. He's in practice with Ace Cooper, and they going head to head on dunks. And he does this dunk between the legs.
Tell BK to pull it up. What's the name of this shit? What's the
Bro,
name of
who's
this
to say
shit?
he gonna be
BK
doing
got
this in the league, though,
Just
bro?
this
put
shit right
He's
now.
Ace
actually
Bailey
matching up there.
dunks.
Yeah, but that's like a dunk contest dunk. Not like you don't.
No, but that's what I'm saying. You gotta be athletic to pull. You gotta be athletic to pull
But Pop
those off.
on, bro. He's not
You gotta be
going
able to
against like the
jump.
competition
Nah, you
of the
gotta be
NBA, though, bro.
dynamic in your dunking. That doesn't mean you more athletic. Like
Yo,
KD
But
can reach
how can he get
higher.
matched up to a Giannis or an
hey,
Embiid or a Jokic? Bro? He's not gonna be doing
I'm
none
not
of that,
gonna
bro.
talk no more. BK, pull up Ace Bailey dunks.
Nah, this is wild, crazy, bro.
And
This
see
is
it.
wild.
Yo,
Listen, Ace Bailey's got
Right, but hold on. We gotta wait. We gotta see Ace Bailey play in college first before we even get this
Same
hype.
thing about
Like I'm not even
Cooper.
going.
Like I like the guy, but I'm not going to say Cooper's the next LeBron James. That would be asinine to say something like that. We got to see how it plays out. You know, like
I gotta see his
one
first NBA game,
comparison, but we got to see it
that's
actually
not that
translated
athletic,
for us.
man. He's not. We looking at it right now.
No, he's not athletic,
I mean,
man. What are you talking about, AP?
no, I said he said crazy athletic. Do you hear what he said? He said crazy athletic.
How many times you see 6'10", 17-year-olds Go
BK,
between the leg
BK, you be the
360.
main one talking about KD back in the day, bro.
Yeah, he hasn't even.
Yo, matter of
Even
fact, yo, BK, pull up KD
No, wait.
highlights
pull
from
up
the
the KD
past.
highlights, the young ones, the young
He's
years.
way
Those
more
are the
athletic than
KD
that.
understands, bro. KD
It's
was
all
yo,
mid-range
KD
shit.
No, that's what, hold on, Paton. What I was saying about
was a
when we
different
didn't get the
monster back
same
then,
Kevin
bro.
Durant, like when Kevin Durant came here, we didn't get that OKC Kevin
No,
Durant, man.
I've been watching
You
KD
still got a
since
great scorer though,
OKC.
KD. Though, let's be fair about it. You still got a great
He
scorer
plays.
though.
He's a shooter, man. He's not
What?
like this kid. This kid is different.
I gotta show you.
Nah,
Like
Wait, come on, BK, come on, BK. You got to admit, KD's
Nah.
scoring was the main reason this team was in the playoffs. Yes, athleticism wasn't there.
KD is more than a shooter, man.
Let me find the Brandon Haywood dunk, man.
You got John over here overhyping Cooper Flag. Now he's overhyping Ace Bailey.
Nah, just put KD,
Wait,
KD dunks
you were
in
almost
OKC.
siding Cooper, bro. Chill.
Yo, Cooper's crazy athletic too.
Thank you. Yo, BK, you mentioned that, boy,
Yo,
man.
bro,
He does have
Nah.
athleticism.
Yo, no. You gotta stop. Yo, you gotta stop saying crazy athletic. Vince Carter is crazy athletic.
Yo,
Vince Carter is crazy athletic.
Okay, but
so wait. You saying he athletic like Vince Carter?
Yo,
you saying he athletic like Vince Carter?
In the history of basketball. You're talking about the greatest dunker in the history of basketball. Then let's just not have a
Is he crazy? Hold up. Is he crazy athletic like Ja Morant?
Woo! He just walked with that. That was a walk. That wasn't even a speed. That was a walk. Man,
he's not crazy athletic like Ja Morant. He not crazy. Remember, he not like a Derrick Rose athletic. He not like Westbrook. Westbrook in his prime athletic. Westbrook in his prime was super athletic.
So Jonathan, when you were arguing with me, this is what I was telling you. We didn't have this Kevin Durant when he came.
No, but we still had a great scorer, one of the best scorers in the league. Yes, we didn't have the athleticism. We didn't have. KD did dunk a few times. I saw KD dunks a few times listening. It wasn't like that.
On, bro. We didn't have this.
No, it wasn't like that.
We didn't have that. Listen, man, he was in his 30s when he came here, so it is what it is.
But still, he was one of the main reasons why we played so well.
Superstars with these young dudes, bro. They ain't do nothing in the league, bro.
Yeah, that's why I said you said he's more athletic than KD. That's kind of crazy.
That's disrespectful, bro.
Listen, now I get what you're saying. He's more
360.
All right, no, that's not more athletic. That's more dynamic.
Yo, bro,
that's more dynamic. That's not more athletic.
You have to be athletic. You got to be coordinated. You got to be alive.
Not even. Yo, listen. It's more like LeBron don't do. LeBron was super athletic, but he don't do between the legs and all that crazy shit. You get what I'm saying? But he was super athletic though.
He's a power dunker. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Right,
yes.
that's what I'm saying. KD was more athletic, but not dynamic.
Wait, Potter, with all that crazy Potter, I have a question. With all that crazy athleticism that Ace possesses, wait, Potter, don't you think that it's really important for Ace to eventually like reel that in somewhat? Because athleticism, all it takes is one bad injury, man, and that goes down the crapper. So, don't you think Ace will have to eventually bring that in a little bit? Can't just rely on that. Can't rely on that your whole career. You're gonna have to do what KD did. Adapt.
Not when you're 18. Not when you're 18. He could bounce all he wants.
Not when you're 18, of course, but eventually you don't want to, screw your career though, as well.
Yeah, that's like after like years of wear and tear, Jonathan.
I know. That's what I'm trying to say, though. Can Ace figure out how to balance that out so he doesn't get an injury ever for a long time at least?
I mean, I like Ace Bailey. Listen, Ace, the thing about Ace Bailey,
Achilles injury, I've seen Kevin Durant dunk on people even after the Achilles tear. But what I'm saying is that you didn't have this right here, man. All right, you didn't have this KD.
Hey, but still, KD's one of the success stories of an Achilles injury to still be a good scorer.
John, we get that, bro, but you can't deny that.
He doesn't use.
Of course, I'm full in agreement with you on that. Now,
it's not KD's fault. He just had the Achilles injury.
But he still had some dunks on the team with Brooklyn. It wasn't like that, but he still gave you a little here and there.
Like I said, man, super athletic is fucking Westbrook, Rose, Westbrook in his prime.
But you're talking about small play. You're talking about small players who explode.
Well, Vince,
and you see them play above the rim. This is a 6'10". This is a 6'10" kid.
All right, he's not even more athletic than Zion Williamson.
Oh, yo, how'd you know I was gonna bring that guy up, baby? I was just
I
thinking.
forgot about hey, that's a good point.
It's not the same. That's a power dunker. He's not that.
But
He's not like
no.
What are you
Listen,
talking about?
I think you
It's
mixing it
about
up when you say
hold
more
on.
athletic.
It's
I
about
don't
how
think you mean more
quickly he gets
athletic.
up off the floor too. Zion gets up off the floor really quickly for a big guy, man. You know, so
Zion was way more athletic than Ace Bailey, and I like Ace Bailey. I want us to pick Ace Bailey.
I said, yeah, it's not an argument,
bro. Because think about who.
I'm not arguing with you with this stopping shit, yo. Goddamn. I said no. I said I agree.
What do you think about what Star Traffic's saying? Ace is not a great dribbler. What do you think about that,
bro? This is crazy.
Yo, I've seen Ace Bailey play in person. The shit is incredible, y'all.
All right, wait till you get to the league.
Yo, let me tell you, there's this thing.
Actually, makes a good point. He will one-hand dunk on people at times. He's not like a creative dunker. That was the word I was looking for. Creative dunker.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Ace Bailey is creative dunker, but he's not more athletic. Like that's kind of crazy.
Do you guys think Ace would be in the dunk contest next year if he was on this team?
No. Nobody, no stars, no good players going to go in the dunk contest. Not no top 5 pick.
Young ones, rookie ones, Mike.
Nah. Not even Zion never went. None of the rookies.
Well, AP,
y'all never went.
AP, wait, what do you think the NBA needs to do? Wait,
hold up, John.
Zion body been falling apart since North Carolina.
Trying to go to the dunk contest
since Duke.
No, you talking about? But you talking about his rookie year though?
No, wait, AP, what do you think the NBA has to do to fix the All-Star game? It seems like it's lost all the panache, all the entertainment.
Nah, they can fix it. You gotta first of all make a $1 million prize. Make $1 million prize. You're gonna see a lot of young have that much money come out. And you know what I'm saying, and you could get, or you could just make it a street dunkers and have people from the street.
No, because the dunk contest used to be the best thing about the All-Star game from what I've seen in the past. You know, like it's lost its value so much.
They didn't offer enough bread.
Wait, what?
It lost its value so much because if you suck ass, your fucking marketing might go down. So people just want to protect their brands and shit.
Yeah, but it used to be so much creative. I mean, Blake Griffin practically jumped over a car, man, to dunk a ball.
That wasn't that Blake Griffin dunk contest was ass. I ain't even gonna lie. Like,
how much more can you do for a dunk contest? I mean, like, how much?
I mean, BK, we have technology. We have so many different things to utilize to make a dunk contest. Like 3D.
Aaron Gordon, who was it? Aaron Gordon and somebody else dunk contest was like the last best one.
I mean, remember when they had like Anthony Simmons or somebody with him had a cape on or something to do a dunk? I'm like, how is that creative?
Are you talking about Dwight Howard?
How much more dunks can you really
do? Somebody, I think it was Dwight. Yeah, Dwight.
Maybe like a flip
BK,
dunk.
You got a point, but bro, like, I do think the All-Star game is dead. I ain't gonna lie.
No, they got to fix it. I mean, I would say this about what Schroeder said. Like the NBA,
they gotta pay more money, man. That's it. There's no money in it.
But the players are not going though. It don't even matter about that. The players are not even trying to.
Nah, I'm telling you, you pay them $1 million. You're gonna see a lot of young rookies coming up. Like, fuck, I could get $1 million. You're gonna see a lot of top draft picks go. You don't even see that no more. No new draft picks.
They're not even trying to do none of this, bro. They just bringing up G League players.
Oh yeah, what do you guys think about the NBA Cup? Did you guys see the brackets yet? Yo, Western Conference C is looking really badass. All 5 of those teams are going to kill each other.
Yeah, I'm not really intrigued with it because we trying to tank this year, so I really don't even care.
I'll just ask what you thought generally, because I thought the only one that looks really good is Western Conference C.
BK, I might not watch a lot of Nets games this season. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Yeah, for my mental health, I'm not watching. I might come on here after the game is over and let you know what I'm saying. Y'all go crazy.
I'm gonna do that because.
I mean, we can watch the first 25 games and see. I mean,
that shit gonna leave you stressed, man.
2-point game. I'm gonna get on bench.
Nah, just try to de-stress yourself. But I'm not trying
to watch.
AP, I'm just gonna pretend to practice games. That's the best way to get through it.
I'm gonna watch the Nets games, then I'm gonna watch Rutgers. That's how I'm gonna watch Rutgers like it's a pro team next year.
Oh yeah, I definitely got to try to watch those college games for sure. Got to see how these guys stack up.
I mean,
That's
hold
gonna
on.
be fun.
What was his name over here? Who said put defensive highlights up? Yeah, H is not a great defender, man. It's not that much highlights of
Yeah,
him.
BK, we should probably do double coverage. You cover a little bit of how many games the Nets lose, then you cover the college games. We could do like half show, something like that maybe in the fall. Do something like that.
I'm gonna be teasing Ben Simmons if he has one of them 2-point games again.
The 2-point games, man.
Yeah, it's like a little small point guard like Kyrie Irving. If he's not salivating,
there was somebody on the comment board, Richard Chestnut, that said he expects Ben to play the whole season. I mean, you guys really think he's gonna play the whole season?
How he's still in the league, bro? Like that.
I mean, by playing the whole season, can Ben get through a month? Can Ben get through 2 weeks? Like, can we see that first? Play the guys play a whole month.
I'm not gonna lie. The NBA got to come down on Ben and just say, "Yo, get out the league, bro." They got to get him out the league, bro. Like,
I mean, what did he do though? That's what I'm saying. Like, what did he do that was so bad? Like, was he Marbury top?
You ever hear of Ben made off with Simmons' money? That's the guy.
Come on, bro.
Injuries are part of the game, man.
Teams out here, bro. BK.
Zion didn't play a bunch of games.
Zion, I'm not gonna lie to you. Zion robbing teams too. He robbing his team.
Yeah. He don't want to be there. That's why he's not really taking it seriously. And and Jonathan still pops.
I'll give you that. Yeah, Zion.
Who?
BK, there's a lot of players.
Wait, who? BK
should have been retired.
You.
For who?
For Zion.
What?
I mean, he don't want to be there, and you still pop pussy for him.
When did I do that? What is he talking about? This is BK. When he doesn't have a good argument, he makes up something, man, out of thin air.
I'm not making up anything, man. I'm just going by your past.
I thought that was somebody else.
No, wait, BK. You were the one that said that Cooper and Ace. No, wait, you were the one that said that Cooper and Ace couldn't stack up against Zion, and then a few streamers said, "Oh, Zion is so overrated. He hasn't done anything really." Like you go from one end of the spectrum to the other.
He is overrated.
I know, but he was saying that Ace and Cooper can't stack up against Zion. Now he's saying that Zion is not that guy. Like, just be consistent, BK.
I didn't say who said that.
When we first did the college stream about these guys, you said, "Oh, can Cooper or Ace match up to a Zion?" And we said they might in a year or two.
Yeah. I mean,
that's all I'm trying to do.
They got to bulk up, though. They got to get some
Zion is a bull, man. I mean,
Zion be bullying. Yo, I seen Zion bully Giannis.
Yeah, he's a bull.
I seen him push Giannis out the way.
What are you talking about, Jonathan? You think
he's a bully, but he don't have no motive. He don't have no motive.
Thank you, AP. Motive.
Hold on. I gotta talk to Jonathan. You really think that Cooper Fly could shut down Zion?
I mean, if Zion doesn't improve his game, I mean, he's almost like
hold on. I don't like Cooper Flag, but they don't play the same position.
190, John.
They don't play the same position.
Yeah,
so
they
not
play at the 3. Cooper and Ace are playing at the 3, but BK had him playing at the 4. I don't know why he keeps playing at the 4.
He's a power forward, man. All right, I'm just telling you what they're saying.
They're gonna play him at the 3 though. So, but even if they do stack up eventually, Cooper Ace gets stronger.
Jonathan, you talking like these dudes? You said like they're gonna shut down Zion or something, bro. They ain't
I'm saying they're gonna bring something to Zion eventually. If Zion doesn't improve his game.
What are you talking about, man?
No, I'm saying if Zion doesn't improve his game.
I mean, nobody could stop Zion but himself. Nobody could stop Zion but himself.
Did you see what Zion did to the Lakers before he got hurt? I mean, the Lakers had no answers for him.
Did you see?
Like I said, nobody could stop Zion but himself. That's it.
Yeah.
Yo, Jonathan, did you see what he did against Zion against Giannis Antetokounmpo, bro?
Yeah, he had a crusher of a game against the guy. Yeah, Zion has had instances. I'm just saying.
Listen, he did a number on LeBron James too.
I'm just saying you praise Zion, but then you say, "Oh, this guy is so overrated. He's not this." I'm just saying
he was overrated. I never said that. I don't know where you got that from. That wasn't for me, Jonathan.
Somebody said it.
Yeah, but Zion is a power forward though. Y'all can't even compare him to.
All right, so before you came on here, right? I was looking at some Paolo Banchero clips, right? And I'm like, yeah, there's a difference between Paolo Banchero and Cooper Flag. You know, I mean, there's a big.
Yeah, it's called experience. Paolo has a few more years over Cooper.
No, it's a whole lot of things, John.
Yes, and Paolo's gotten stronger. Offensively, he still has a few more gears. Defensively, he's gotten stronger. Offensively, it's going to be fun to see them match up one day, though. Is all I'm saying.
Stop it, John.
I'm saying it's going to be good to see them match up against each other one day. I'm not saying Cooper's going to overtake him yet, but we'll see.
Paolo's a different breed, bro. Don't disrespect Paolo like that, John.
I'm not disrespecting Paulo, but also Paulo still has a lot more levels to go. So that's what I'm saying.
I want you to
So
look
does
at
Cooper.
this
Cooper
real
not
quick.
even in the league.
Yes, of course Cooper does, but don't write off Cooper yet.
Over here, man, and just let me know if Cooper Flag.
I can write him off when it comes to these star players in the league, bro.
What's that?
I mean, I don't want Cooper Flag anyway. I want H. Bailey, but that's just me.
John, you talking crazy today.
I mean, how does A stack up against Paulo?
Pretty good.
He ain't doing nothing with Paulo.
Wait, you don't mean the athleticism, the defense, the rebounding that Ace possesses? You don't think that's gonna have an effect?
I don't. First of all, I want them to prove themselves. I don't. They never proved themselves. I got to see them prove themselves. So
I hope they do. I hope they each set a high bar in college. I really do. I really do.
You don't think Cooper Flag with his because Cooper Flag is a really, really good defender. You think he can shut down Paulo Banchero?
Bro,
I think he can stop him for a few shots. I don't think Paulo's going to go.
Why you say he's a good defender? Why you say he's a good defender?
No, Flag is a good defender. He can play defense.
Yeah, Cooper made his bread and butter being a defender.
You talking about high school?
That's how you develop the game. That's how you develop the game.
The way he moves his feet. I mean, the way he moves laterally.
You talking about high school? You talking about high school?
No, we're talking about game. How do you develop his own game?
He never played a college game yet.
On the court, that's against high school kids, bro.
I'm just saying. Listen, doesn't every player have a certain game they come into high school and college with, and then the NBA with? That's what Cooper has right now. What he has to get better at.
He has to prove that though. Like,
yes, we're all in agreement. They all have to prove it. We're all in agreement on that.
Yo, John, Paulo be cooking top dudes in the league, top defenders in the league, bro. What you think Ace not doing nothing with Paulo, bro? Stop it.
Oh, Pathorn would fight you on that one.
Neither is Cooper Flag. Cooper Flag not doing nothing with Paulo. Cooper Flag like what, 190?
Yeah, 205.
Yes, they both have to get stronger. We've all pointed that out too. I'm just saying, in 4 years, it's
going to get I didn't know. Hold on, I didn't even know this dude can move like this, man. Like, you see the way he caught that steal? I'm like, oh, damn.
Yeah, Paulo is nice, bro. He underrated, bro.
Nah, they should have got another young star though. I'm a little surprised by the move to Magic. I thought giving KCP 33 million.
He's all right, man. I'm not even gonna say he like a generational talent. Like,
I mean, AP, were you expecting the Magic to do something a little more dynamic this offseason? I mean, giving KCP 30 million has kind of been overkill a little bit. What do you think about that?
Jonathan said that Cooper Flag is a generational talent.
No. I don't
He's got potential. He's got potential. Can't deny that. Same with Ace.
You either got generational offense or generational defense. I don't think his defense is even that good.
Listen, this draft is there's a lot of good players in this draft, and Nets are going to get a few decent good picks. I will say that much.
Generational, Wemby type level, bro.
You know who?
But DJ, how many people can be Wemby though? Not many 7-footers have come into this league with Wemby size and talent.
That's why generational.
Yeah, but generational is not just a 7-footer. Wait, generational is just not a 7-footer. Don't say that, BK.
You know
Don't say that.
You know what? It is a generational. It is a generational player.
A known defender. He's one of the best scorers of all damn time.
It is a generational player in his draft. It's the 7'9" center from Florida. Watch out for him. I'm telling y'all, like, he's gonna be an animal.
Talking about Common Maluk?
I don't know. He's 7'9" center from Florida, but
that's the only guy that's 7'9". That's around 7 foot.
Is he in this draft or is he in the next draft?
Oh, he's about 2026.
No, he's in the 25 draft. He's going to Florida this year.
I gotta look that up. Let me check. Would you say 7'9"?
Yeah, 7'9" center from Florida.
Right. Let me check. I think I got my mock draft up over here. Let me check.
Yeah, JP, when it comes to Ace Bailey, he's still undersized somewhat. He has to get a little stronger. Like, Paulo Banchero's a beast.
He's going to get bullied out here in the league, bro.
Yeah. He has to get stronger.
And they be talking like Ace got some
they may have some of the same moves.
I think Zach Edey going to be underrated too. Zach Edey
is nice.
Zach Edey's getting thrown into the fire already with Jaws. It's gonna be fun to see.
I mean, he's 7'6", 7'4".
I think he's like around. I think he's around Wemby's height.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think he gonna be the best in the draft. In my opinion.
Did you see what he did, BK? I told you, bro. He was gonna lose weight so that way he can move more.
Yeah, I was surprised in terms of his mobility. I was really surprised, man.
Hey, if Zach Edey starts shooting threes before Claxton, that'd be hilarious.
That's what I said, bro. all them West teams y'all named, bro. Memphis gonna be nice, bro.
I'm
Yeah,
surprised we didn't trade
right
Doe to
about that, about
Memphis. I thought we could have got some
That's
back.
That's why I don't believe in
Really
OKC, BK. I don't believe in OKC.
You
I mean, I don't believe in it. They still gonna be a top seed though. They probably gonna get bounced out in the second round.
I think if they would have got
I think
Dalton
they getting
Connect,
knocked out in the
if
first round.
OKC would have took Dalton Connect,
I mean, they did get Alex Caruso, who does give them more defense and some playmaking. Caruso does a little better.
I think they got
They got Alhart too. They got Hartenstein.
Right.
I don't think they got better. Bro.
Yeah, that was a big move getting Hartenstein. That's going to help them a lot because Chet, he's not good against everybody yet. Chet still has a lot to grow with his game. He's getting stronger.
You don't see Cooper Flag doing this, right? Like,
no, bro. I don't even see Ace doing this. I don't see nobody. Probably VJ. Maybe VJ could probably do this.
Oh, listen, VJ on this team, man. Athletically, we would be on low level, and he would give us a lot of dynamic skill sets. That would be fun.
I mean, Pablo is nice, but he's not no generational talent. No, I mean, I don't think Cooper Flag is
a superstar though soon.
I mean, I think Pablo's offense could get better because I saw him against the Cavs. He was missing a lot of shots. If he just would have made a few more shots, they would have had no help.
True. I mean, the thing with
who had that bad performance in Game 7? It was Mo Wagner, right? Mo Wagner had that awful performance. Wait, DJ, Mo Wagner had that bad performance, right?
Bro, he did alright, but dang, bro, they got
BK pull up that 7'9" dude from Florida, man.
I'm trying to look him up. Hold
on,
I like Paulo, bro.
7'9" dude from Florida.
Oh, I gotta look at. Okay,
Here we go. Florida basketball player.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, what's his name?
Olivia Ryu. That's who you were talking about, man. We showed the highlights in the BK. If we get this dude, man, it is the cheat code of cheat
ain't nobody stopping this guy, bro. 7'9", and he move like he don't even move like a slow person.
He doesn't need to jump to shoot the ball. He doesn't need to jump to shoot the ball. He can use his arm.
I tell you this, he better not be another Taco Fall, bro.
Hey, listen, if Rio's on this team, Thomas would.
Floor, like.
Yo, listen, if Rio was on this team, Thomas could become a multi-level all-star, man. He had 10 assists. Look at that,
yo. Listen, he's not even look. It's too easy for him. Everybody look like little kids.
This is what NBA 2K is, man. When you make your players so damn big, this is what this guy is right now, man. It's insane. Cheat code, man.
That's a 2K generated player.
You know what's crazy, John?
I like that.
2K don't even go to 7'9". 2K don't even go to 7. They go to 7'6".
Well,
so
when he get drafted,
they're gonna have to definitely.
That though, AP.
No, listen, we have how many picks? We got 6
picks. Just too big. Like,
yo, listen, if we got 2 second-round picks, if we have 2 second-round picks and they're in like top 30, get this guy now. Don't even let him touch 40 or 50, man.
I think he's gonna be in the late first round, to be honest.
Oh,
when players like get physical with him, he's gonna struggle.
I'm gonna be watching this guy, man. If
he's not too skinny.
I gotta see what this guy can do,
man. He's not too skinny.
That jump shot right there. That's a good sign right there. I don't think
listen,
can do that.
They should talk about this guy. Listen, I know we have the top 4 right now, but this guy would be my top 5 right now. This guy has some crazy untapped potential.
He makes them 7'6", 7'7". He look like them 6'7" guys look small. Like
yeah, they'll screen them off.
Where these players be coming from, bro? Like overseas or something, bro?
Nah, I think he from. I forgot what state he from, but he from the United States.
Nah, I'm serious, John.
Nah, these little kids is getting taller now.
First it was Wemby, now. Hey, this is crazy, bro. First it was Wemby, then it was Zach.
Listen, if I'm the Nets and you have a chance to get this guy, I get this guy, man. This guy could be my backup center.
Don't forget about that. Don't forget about that 7'2" guy from Africa that played on the Olympics. He in his draft too.
Listen. I like Day'Ron Sharp, AP, but man, if we had this guy as the backup, that second unit would be on fire.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
A lot of those South Sudan guys, they just they couldn't make a lot of shots, man. A lot of it comes down to shot making, man. Like, can you make shots?
This guy, he got a pretty good.
Could be another Andre Drummond out here, though, John.
Nah, this is exciting to see what this guy do. If he could develop a more of a jump shot, some 3-point shooting, how can you stop that?
It just 7'9". Heron 7'9" is just like all you got to do is keep him near the paint.
BK Claxton, get out the way, bro.
Yo, let this guy cook, man. Like this guy will cook you a full meal on the court, man.
I would send Claxton home. I'd be like, yo,
Nah, fuck. We don't have to trade Claxton. We can have this guy off the bench killing everybody on the
this guy could
second
be
team.
like a six-man. This guy could be a six-man big off the bench. Just let him cook.
Yeah, I mean, all right. So from what I'm looking at right now, he has good mobility. You know, he doesn't seem like he really like he can go out there and contest some shots.
Yo, listen. If Cam Thomas was running point with this guy, I would call 10 assists for Cam Thomas, man. If he's working with this guy, just throw the ball to Rio, man. You'll get your 30.
A lot of these players that are going up against him, like this is low IQ basketball, man. He's 8 feet tall. Why are you gonna try to? Like,
now come on, BK. Give this kid his props.
I don't think you ever played against a really tall person will make alter your shots and alter your mindset. So,
man, how do these guys guard him? I'm cracking up just looking at these guys. They're like, what am I supposed to do here? What am I supposed to do?
They got to
I just tried to do a dunk. This guy didn't even let me jump.
Yo, BK, that's how you stop him. Just injure him. Just step on his ankle.
No, yo, DJ, yo, come on.
Come on, it's obvious.
He doesn't even jump though. That's the whole thing. He doesn't really
listen. We should get this guy.
No, you don't have to jump.
Top 5 right now.
That's the point. He's not gonna get injured. He's not gonna get injured a lot because you don't have to jump. All you gotta do is just lay that shit up.
Like let's say Kyrie Irving. Like if he's guarding Kyrie Irving's like pull up game is so elite, man. Yeah, we got to see how you do.
Recovery is gonna be great.
Yeah, we
listen. All right, you look at his wingspan. His wingspan is 8 son. His wingspan is really like he can really.
If Jokic, like say someone like Jokic sets up a ball screen against him, does he have the strength to fight through a 208?
Nah, he don't got the strength yet.
BK, if this guy was playing with Nikola, half the team.
He's only 18 though. He's only 18. Why y'all giving this guy?
No, listen. If this guy was playing with Joker, half the teams would quit, man. If this guy was with Joker, that would be too much of a cheat code, man.
I mean, he could
whatever team he's on, right? Let's say if he's playing against the Denver Nuggets, they can set up a ball screen. Now you got Jamal Murray, like he's guarding Jamal Murray now.
Yeah, nah.
And again, Jamal Murray's pull-up game is like elite.
No, listen,
man. You can say that, yo. Listen, you won't say that about anybody. They could design defenses where he don't even have to switch.
No, these guards don't have a pull-up. Like I would not even try to take it to. I wouldn't do this. This is stupid.
Listen, I would. You know why I like him? Because he have
he just sent him home, man. He just did. Like he just sent him home.
I saw that.
BK do got a point. They're not playing him right though.
No, he'll play him off the bench. I'll play this guy off the bench. Let him be my 6-man backup center.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Why would you play him off the bench?
Sounds like you want him to morph into something bigger than that.
Nah, get him ready. You just don't throw him in the fire. How rare is it to see
the tallest kid in college get drafted next year, man? If the Nets have a chance to get him.
I'm gonna come out and say this, Jonathan. If he was black, you wouldn't rev him up like this. Nah, I'm messing with you.
What? Yo, BK. Out of respect, man. Don't bring up man. Out of respect, man.
Damn, Jonathan, you sensitive. I'm fucking.
No. I know you're busting balls, dude, but I've heard this already like 10 times. Man,
I mean, it is true, John.
Yo, look at him next to these two guys, man.
I'll say this, John. I'm black, and I like him. You know what I'm saying? I like that guy. That guy was pretty good, man.
Listen, we all could correlate on a lot of different things, man. That's what
you might be related to Cooper.
I love everyone, all right?
No, I'm not, man. Listen, I would be thrilled if Ace Bailey's on his team, man. I will hype that guy up like crazy, man. No doubt.
Man, as long as it's either Ace or Cooper and not Dylan, I'm good.
Well, George Mirasan actually did play. Well, let's see, because Mirasan did play with force, man. This guy is just like
but Mirasan. Listen, look at when Mirasan was first drafted. He was mad skinny, and then he got bigger. He got bigger when he was younger. So, like I said, this guy's only 17. I got it wrong. He ain't turned 18 yet.
I mean, like
I said, he still might grow.
Right.
Yeah, well, you don't want him growing too much. I think they have to have like a
that's true.
surgery or something like that.
His game is not even really fun to watch though. It's not
Yo,
even like
DJ, imagine more of these 7-footers keep coming to the league, man.
Listen.
How can you ever play small
I ain't gonna
ball?
lie.
We win
His
games.
game,
I don't even
BK,
care.
Watching him, it's gonna be a little bit boring though. It is like just grabbing rebounds, just putting it back up. Like it's gonna look a little bit boring.
Yo, listen, I would be excited on this team, man.
Zach Edey was doing the same thing. It's just exciting seeing somebody just dominate.
Is that gonna draw people to the Barclays? Really, like, you know what I'm saying?
What?
Like,
listen, you don't listen. See,
like,
y'all getting it wrong. Y'all think we gonna build an offense around him?
Like this, bro. Zach Edey got actual offense.
Yo, AP, tell the truth, man.
Listen, we not building the offense around him. He just gonna be the cleanup guy, the block shots and the putbacks and to lob dunks. That's it.
Yeah, but listen. Like, if you played basketball before, you got to get the big guys touches, right? Unless
not all the time. Not in this new age.
BK, this guy can make his own touches, man. This guy can make his own touches.
Let us compare 3-on-3, and I don't pass you the ball for shit, and I just keep taking bad shots at the back.
That's a 3-on-3. That's a 3-on-3. You killing. Yo, listen. The teams that won a championship don't really have a true big man. I'm telling y'all, man. They have stretch fours, stretch fives. They have like big men. Like you don't
listen. I just find it crazy. The NBA hasn't even mentioned this guy yet, man. Like, come on.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar won, like, I think.
No, see, listen, yo, BK. I said new NBA, BK. I said new NBA. That's all. This is a different NBA.
Jokic. I mean, the talent pools is better now than it was.
I mean, but look at BK. Yo, you can agree that Thomas' assist numbers would jump with you on this team, man.
Look at the guy coming out of Africa. There's going to be a lot of tall players coming in the game that could move athletically.
Like, he has to get stronger because against bigger centers, they would push him out.
All right, and listen, Wemby had to get stronger too, and he started gaining weight. Give him time.
He can shoot an outside shot.
Yeah. And also, just give him
time, though. Like, that's all he's saying.
Not for you, AP. I'm talking about Jonathan. Jonathan is getting all hyped up and everything. So I gotta
what?
With some ice.
Yo, BK, listen. You're the one that always talks about getting bigger. I want no more small players.
BK,
hell, you got a genetic specimen here. You want nothing to do with it.
You want to pick him up for a late first round? You want to pick him up for a late first round pick? BK?
You can't go wrong. I mean,
we got 6 picks this draft. I would take a fly on him just because.
Facts. Hell, I'd take him with the 30th pick. I would take Olivia Ryu, man. If I had that 30th pick right now.
I ain't saying, listen, BK, I'm not saying pick him top 5 or top 10, man.
Contribute right away, man. Because
listen, of course, I haven't seen what this guy can really do defensively because the NBA is a lot fast.
It's more physical. There's a lot of guys that doesn't like physicality, John. You got to understand that too, man.
Nah, this guy, listen, he's gonna alter shots. Ain't nobody could be real physical with him. Even if they do be physical and push him out the way, he got the wing.
All right. Like I said before,
he got the wingspan to block the shots.
Not everybody's gonna push him out the way, BK. But wait, BK, not everybody's gonna push him out the way though, too. He's gonna have a lot of mismatches, man. Where he's gonna push them out the way.
A high ball screen, he's gonna get switched on to a guard that can have
I don't think you understand. BK, he will put a lot of rim pressure. Just giving the ball in the paint, everybody gonna collapse. All you gotta do is pass it out for open 3. Like, it's that easy.
Yeah, but they shoot a lot of threes, man. So let's say
that's my point.
What's the scenario?
How many tall centers you got in the NBA? You don't have that much.
You got Wemby.
Especially none that are this guy's height, besides Wemby.
Yeah, shooting can actually throw your defense off balance, man. If a guy has an elite pull-up jump shot, man, and you got to actually come up and contest that shot, and now we got to see how you can move laterally from the perimeter too, man.
Yes, that is the biggest thing.
Wasn't we saying that?
Y'all talking about Olivier?
Yeah,
I mean, he could guard mismatches. I think, like if it's body to body physicality, he could guard a few.
The problem with Olivier is his lower extremities.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Injured. He's too big.
But wasn't he? I was saying that about Zach Edey too, though. You don't know what could happen.
But Zach Edey's a bigger player. He's 280. He's 290 pounds.
Yeah. You see, they've done the right things with Zach Edey. He's skinny now. He slimmed down a lot. They're working on his footwork.
Yeah, that's what this guy ain't
overweight. BK, they're gonna work on his conditioning, of course. If they take a flyer on,
he's in a D. He's in a D1 school. He's not like Taco Fall going to like Florida Atlantic or Florida.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying?
BK. If we get this, BK, if we get this guy and put him in the G League with Derek might save his career if Ryu's with him in the G
Let's be
League.
real,
Man. I'll put
John.
that out
You
there.
really honestly believe that Sean Mark's gonna draft a 7'9" dude?
I know. I was going to bring that up. I know. Sean Marks has the against tall guys. He should get over that. But listen, come on. You can't pass a guy up like this if you have the chance.
Yes, you can.
This current league,
And a competent GM would do something like that.
Sean is an idiot. Sean Marks is an idiot. He gonna draft. Watch BK. Watch him draft like a 5'11" dude over this dude, bro.
No.
This is a different league right now. They're about to have check playing.
Hey, Patron, it's a different league, but the same old Sean Marks.
Man,
you're right. Until he does different, I have to say y'all right. Like, it's been my biggest complaint of him for like 10 years. So shit.
Listen, I'm gonna give him. Just because the Mikal Bridges trade,
he passes up on a lot of.
I'm gonna give him a chance. Just because the Mikal Bridges and the Rockets trade, I'm gonna give him a chance this time around.
You don't get no credit for that, bro.
Nah, I'm talking about getting our picks back.
Going small does work if the guys can shoot.
It's never worked here though, BK, for Brooklyn. Like you
don't
get out of that.
Yo, listen, we need to try. We need to try a new philosophy. I'm tired of having fucking small forwards play power forward, man. I don't want that no more.
Yeah, and here's the word: if you get Harper on this team, yes, your point guard's going to be great, but we're not really going to be better defensively. We're still going to be small.
No,
here's the thing, Jonathan. The league knows now.
If we get Ace Bailey, I think we'd be better.
If we get Ace or Cooper, yes. If we get Ace or Cooper, yes, we're going to be much better on rebounding and front court.
Hold on. Did y'all see the Torian?
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah.
Yeah, Torian Prince was like, I don't know what the fuck I was doing at power forward. Like, what was he thinking? You know what I'm saying? Like, the league knows this about Sean Marks. So I'm hoping that he wise up just from the league laughing at him.
Yeah, I mean, look what we're doing now. We're playing Doe and Johnson at power forward. Did that work out? No.
Well, I think
that was on travesty.
I think our coach would demand a bigger lineup. I don't think he go with the small ball type of lineup like our previous coaches. So who knows, man? We might have a change in guard.
Yo, get Ryu with Coach Jordan, man. Watch this guy become a defensive stalwart, man. That would be beautiful. That would be fun.
Oh my God, here we go, Coach Jordan.
Listen,
man,
I'm
DJ.
not. Listen,
I know you don't like certain guys, DJ, but you have to give a little seasoning, man. A teaspoon.
I'm getting some sleep tonight. I'm about to end this, man. I had 5 hours last night, 5 hours the previous night.
Another fun show tonight, man. This is fun.
I'm staying up late tomorrow
Yo,
night.
BK, man, stop capping. It's only 12. It's only 12:27.
I went to bed at 2 in the morning. I gotta get up at 7:30.
Nah, BK couldn't hear that smoke, man. I cooked a meal on him all night. He was cooking runny eggs.
I couldn't go back to sleep. I'm dog.
Might as well let it go to 1 o'clock, B.
Fuck out of here, man. I'm ending this shit,
Yo, that BK curses, man, is hilarious.
Yo, Gary, tomorrow night, man. Tonight.
Yo, fun show tonight, guys. AP, Hawthorne, DJ, man. You know the vibes, man.
All right, man.
Have a good night, guys.
John got to stop glazing Cooper.